We continue to validate the SASHET emotional spectrum. And here we're thrown a real curveball in our observations, because some people will use these 6 emotions in a phony and and manipulative manner. Before Dixie and I became an item in the mid-1970s, in the early 1970s, I was walking down the streets of downtown Evanston, and a woman came up to me. It was clear that she was a bag lady. She looked dejected and enormously sad. And she told me that she needed money to get her son to California because he had to be there, but she didn't have the money, and she was ashamed to ask me for money. She went on and on, and I gave her $10. That afternoon, I was in downtown Skokie, about 20 miles away, and I watched, and there she was, relating to other people and going over this story and getting money. She was getting money from everyone. It was amazing. She was terrific. She came over to me. She didn't recognize me, the man that had given her $10, and she went into her story, her sad, manipulative, phony, sad story. And I said, I gave you $10 this morning in Evanston, and I want to say that you're a great actress, and you could be on the Broadway stage. She looked at me. She said, I wasn't in Evanston. She stood up straighter, got a little angry, and said, you are a mean man, and walked away from me. And as she walked away, I saw her dwindle down into sadness again and begin to accost other people. Well, I'm dealing with a situation, let's say in family therapy. A mother who has a teenage son, and he can be angry at her and do any damn thing he wants to do. And I said, tell me the history of your son being angry. She said, well, he was a real rebellious kid when he was 2. And I said, did you give in to him then? And she said, yes. That's the only thing I knew to do. I didn't have a husband. He had left. And so across the years, he has been angry, and I've given in to him. And now I'm afraid he's going to get into trouble with the police. Well, anger can be quite manipulative, and for somebody with a 2-year-old issue, I'll deal with development in a little while, they can begin to manipulate their parents, and particularly a single mother. So I warn anybody out here who knows a single mother raising a child, do not be manipulated by a little boy who throws anger episodes. Do not give in to him, because if you do, you're going to inherit the whirlwind when he becomes a teenager. And that mother just said, I just called him a rebel. Now here we will note another word that will come out in a series of chats later on. But is there a manipulative scare? I bet you know that there is manipulative scare, where a person will just act like afraid, don't know what to do, and somebody will come to their rescue. And again, as I said to Ed, when you get involved in the rescue business, it won't be long before you are the victim yourself, because they're going to get back at you. And so you've got to watch it, and you've got to learn emotions, or people will manipulate you. Is there manipulative happy? I'm going sad, angry, scared, happy, excited, tender. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm just so happy. I'm entering a beauty contest, and I'm just so delighted. Well, of course, that can be manipulative. Is there manipulative excitement? Here I can't help but thinking, I watch occasionally some evangelists on television just to add to my emotional knowledge. And I note that at the end of it, at the end of their talks, all of a sudden their voice will go tender and they'll go soft and they'll talk about your mother and your love for your mother. And they're adding up to asking for money. They have a very manipulative, nurturing, tendering voice. We who observe note those emotions and we decide we're not going to be manipulated. We will not send money in to some TV evangelist or somebody who is trying to manipulate us with false love. What have I forgotten? Sad, angry, scared, happy, excited, tender. I didn't forget any of them. But here again we have dealt with a phyla. Oh, I left out excitement. And here you can see somebody, oh, it's so fantastic, so wonderful. Oh my gosh, it's just great. And of course you met people, salesmen trying to sell a car or a television set or a bed or something. They're all excited about this particular item. You have to buy the latest iPhone. Oh my, it's glorious. Now that's manipulative excitement. Well, again we've added to our emotional knowledge of how to observe people. First, real emotions, then copied emotions, and now manipulative emotions. And the fourth one, our next session, is the heart of darkness.